Hi, my name is Otter. I'm a pretty good aimer and a competitive player. In this guide, we're going to be going through what you need to do in order to not only become a good aimer, but ascending and becoming an aim god. The easiest and most common way of becoming a good aimer is by playing an aim-intensive game and focusing on hitting your shots. In addition to helping you improve your aim, this also lets you gain game sense, improve your movement, and other game-specific knowledge. This is how most high-skill players have gotten to the point they are at today, but this has taken them thousands of hours of grinding through trial and error and several types of repetition, and it's just not as efficient as hard studying a specific field. All in all, the only way of improving your hand-to-eye coordination is by focusing on keeping your crosshair on target. And through rigorous exercise, putting yourself in scenarios where you are at your weakest, you will find the strength to become better. If we take Apex for example, you probably spend less than a few minutes of a 20-minute game actually aiming and doing things that you're not comfortable with, i.e. training. The rest of the game is split into looting, running around, just vibing. Assuming you have 2 minutes of a game actually aiming, you would probably only spend 10% of the game shooting. And on top of that, you won't be 100% focused on hitting your shots and, correcting your aim and keeping your crosshair on target, because you have to juggle a lot of other things such as positioning, rotations, cooldowns, your teammates, etc, etc. With all those factors in mind, I'd make up a number and say that even less than 10% of your day playing a game like Apex Legends actually goes towards improving your aim. I personally have felt that my aim has been deteriorating ever since I left Overwatch, which has constant action and high time to kill, to Apex Legends due to all its downtime. So you might be wondering, Otter, how do I improve my aim? If you play a battle royale game such as PUBG, Apex, it doesn't really challenge your aim that much due to the previously mentioned downtime. So what you can do is pick up a aim-intensive game such as Diabolical or Quake Champions, Quake 3, just a Quake. And these games will challenge your tracking, will challenge your flicking. Both these two games are arena shooters and they're well known for churning out god tier aimers. However, this is still not the best way of practicing your aim, because while these games have less downtime than a typical BR, they still do have downtime. And most of these games have different factors that will hinder you from focusing on your aim. So there are 3 keys that will turn you into an insane aimer. The first key is making sure that your eyes are at their peak performance. Because having a hand-to-eye coordination doesn't really matter if your eyes are letting you down. I'm gonna show you a proven method used by the US Army to train their snipers. Take a page out of any book, or open a text document or a tweet or something on your screen, which I would recommend seeing as you'll do this on your screen, and keep your head still. Start by tracing the letters on the screen or in the book with your eyes as if you were drawing the letters yourself. If you start feeling sick, you take a small break and then you start again. Once you've read through this page or tweet of your choice, lean back and do the same thing using your whole peripheral vision. Use your entire eye or field of vision to draw every letter of the alphabet in your entire field of vision. So if I would want to draw A, I would look all the way down here, all the way up, down, and meet it in the middle. This will train your eyes how to move and doing micro adjustments, and you'll be surprised just how much it does help with your aim as soon as you jump into the range. The second key and the most efficient way of improving your hand-to-eye coordination is through an aim trainer. No, not Aimlab, not 3D Aim Trainer, not Apex Aim Trainer. We're talking about the best one out there, Kovaaks Aim Trainer. Alright, just a quick heads up, we partnered up with the people over at Kovaaks Aim Trainer and we got free keys to give out. If you want to join the sweepstakes, all you have to do is join the gleam.io link in the description. Alright, back to the video. Kovaaks is the best aim trainer out there with scenarios designed for challenging your aim in the most efficient ways, and is the go-to aim trainer for both Quake and Overwatch pros alike. A few years back, Aimer7 made a guide with the best scenarios and routines for improving your aim, and I personally used this one myself. However, there has been an addendum made with several improvements to his guide, with things such as a benchmark and more up-to-date scenarios. I will link both in the description below. After grabbing your copy of Kovaaks and booting it up, you want to make sure that all your settings are one-to-one with your actual game. In my case, there are modifiers for Apex Legends, so I make sure that my frame rate, my sensitivity, my FOV are correct. Their sensitivity is your hipfire sensitivity, but don't worry, if you have a 1-to-1 ADS or zoom sensitivity, this will transfer over when you aim down sights. Once this is done, you want to do a benchmark run. Boot up the following scenarios. 1 wall, 6 targets TE. Bounce 180 tracking. And Aceu track invincible V2. Make a few playthroughs and familiarize yourself. After, say, 5 times, take your high score and put it through the following table. This is your skill level. If there's a discrepancy in your levels, I'd suggest you meet in the middle and you make sure it's not too hard or too easy to play catch up. For example, when I started, I had an intermediate level on one scenario, but I had an advanced beginner in another. I met in the middle and I placed myself at sub-intermediate. As soon as you figure out what bracket you are in, it's quite simple. If you're like me and you're placed in sub-intermediate, you do the following routines for a few weeks. Air Nuns Aceu medium. Vox target switch 250%, more HP. Bounce 180 Sparky. Close evasive 2. Cube whoosh easy. Popcorn Sparky easy. Pokeball Frenzy Auto TE wide. This is the balanced sub-intermediate routine from the guide, and I personally give it about an hour a day before I get started with my stream. No matter whether you placed on a different level than me or not, I suggest checking the guide out not only to find your own level, but for finding alternative scenarios or routines that have more focus on tracking or click timing. Spending about an hour a day focused on improving your aim using these routines will help you a lot more than just playing Apex. I'd liken an hour of efficient aim practice to 10 hours of slugging through Apex pubs. And if you're on controller, that's no problem. Kovaaks has support for controllers along with some inbuilt aim assist. So you can plug the controller into the PC and just start practicing. I do suggest turning the aim assist off though. That being said, it's important that if you spend a lot of time in an aim trainer, you have to make sure that you can apply all of this knowledge into the game afterwards. And I suggest that you jump into either the firing range and shooting on the targets a little bit, or maybe jumping into pubs and just focus on hitting those shots and translating the fundamentals that you recently learned. The third key, and probably the most important but often overlooked due to how boring it is having a healthy mind and healthy body. Working out, eating your vitamins, getting your proteins, getting the right amount of proper sleep, as well as staying hydrated goes a long way. If you don't follow it through, you may become frustrated both in training and in game, and not only will you not improve, but your aim may even become worse. Becoming a good aimer just doesn't happen overnight, and it requires you not only to be humble, but it requires a lot of self-discipline. But with enough time, anyone can do it. If you do have any questions, feel free to stop by my stream, and I'm happy to discuss any of this. This has been something that people have been asking me to do for quite some time now, and I figured let's just put it all down into a video. I will be releasing quite a lot more guides in the coming weeks, so smash subscribe to stay tuned to that. If you like this video, smash a like, maybe drop a comment with some feedback, and I'll see you guys next time.